Today we're going to be doing an install on a 2004 LX or Lexus LX 470. First, we're going to be taking off this trim panel here, just because we need to get behind the radio and display. So that panel has a clip here, down here, 3 across the bottom, and then 2 more over here. So we're going to start on this corner right here. And we're just going to get our pry tool right behind there. We'll hold that out. Alright, now that we've got that loose, there's 2 plugs back behind here. So we're just going to disconnect those. Put that to the side. And then from here we need to take off both of these vents. For that you can pry on the top. There we go. And just pull on the bottom. And it'll come out. Same for the other side. Now that we've got those loose, we've got a 10mm up here, right here, and then same for this side. And now that we've got those loose, we can take all this out. We're going to grab a towel real quick and then we'll be right back. Alright, so now that we've got all 4 screws out from here, we're going to go ahead and pull on the top and the bottom. And the whole radio should be disengaged, so you can just slide it out. We've got 2 connections we need to make. One's going to be right here, right in the middle. Should be a 24-pin plug, 24 to 28. And we'll plug in our connection here. And then we've got the female side here. You'll just be looping the factory one into it. Like that. And you want to make sure that they are fully connected. You don't want them to come loose. And the last one's going to be this 12-pin here, which goes at the very bottom. It's the radio down here. Just unplug that one. Plug the male in. And the female side goes here. Just like that. And you should be left with these 2 ends here, which will route to the VLine for your video and power connections. Alright, so we're going to be showing you how to uninstall the cigarette lighter on the Lexus. This is a 2004 LX 570. We're going to be using this tool here. There's going to be 2 clips on the inside that are parallel. They line up with this tool. So if you find one, you just have to get your tool in there. And once you get it correctly on both of them, you should just be able to pull out. And it'll be plugged in here. This one was a little loose, so when we pulled on it, it just came straight out. Sometimes you might have to actually hit the clips on those plugs to get it to come loose. And then from there, you can actually just push that to the back and to the side. And from there, we've got our USB flush mount. So that's this here. We've gone ahead and wrapped Tessa tape around this here. That's going to allow it to actually fit snug once we put this through. And from there, we're going to run our USB up to the top. And we'll push this into place. And there you go. Alright, so we're at the point now where we're ready to run all of our wires. We just lowered the glove box here. There's 2 little side clips here that hold it in place. You just need to squeeze in on both sides and it'll be able to come out. There's a mechanism in the back that we had on ours, this here. It attaches onto the side back of the glove box. And it's on a cable that kind of keeps it tight so your glove box doesn't just fall down. For this one, we ended up pushing it forward and it came off and we were able to lower the glove box from there. So now we're going to be routing our cables over here. There's a pocket once you have the glove box lowered that runs up through the bottom here to above the, to the right of the AC vent on the passenger side here. So we'll just be running our wires through there and then we'll be right back. Alright, so we finished running all the cables. We've got them all to right here. From here we're just going to be tidying up some of the slack that we have in our cables and then plugging in the VLine. And then we'll be reassembling from there. Alright, so we've gone ahead and ran all of our wires from the radio over here to the V-line. We've got them all plugged up, we've tested everything. So from here, we just need to reassemble the dash. So we're going to do that now. We've got our 10mm screws here. We're going to be putting them in all four corners again. Alright, and now that we've got all those in place, we just got to put our air vents back in. Start with this side. We got the 4 pins here. Same with this side, 4 pins to go in. And then from there we just need to put this bottom panel in here. You want to make sure you plug in these plugs, don't forget those. If you do, you might get an airbag light, because one is for the passenger airbag light. And once you've got that in place, you're going to just center this up. You want to make sure all your clips are in place, and you just push. Now everything's back together.